Hello and welcome to Bryant Fitness Systems, and this video is all about rip off Thames water. Rip off Thames water. So Thames Water sent me a letter on the 3rd of June telling me that they're going to give me a rebate for reduction fixed charge known as surface water drainage rebate, because the water that rains, that comes on the roof from the rain, goes into the ground. They were lying for 21 years saying it goes into a pipe. It never went into a pipe, ever. So for 21 years, where I live in Wandsworth, everybody has been overpaying for their water for as long as they've been a tenant. Over 21 years for me. So when they send me through the letter, it has no date of when and from. The problem, when and from, they were charging me for. When and from. So I queried it. I said, why have you not put the date when and from? Oh, you need to get in touch with Wandsworth. Got in touch with Wandsworth. Wandsworth said, no, you need to get in touch with Thames Water. And this is what the authorities are all doing now. They all pass the buck and none of them take responsibility for anything. So this has really angered me. So it took 5 phone calls to get, I got through 5 times, but the first time I wanted the money to be paid into my bank account. No, we can't do that. Okay, can you reduce what I'm paying? No, we can't do that neither. So now I had to phone in again and speak to another manager, and he sorted it out, it reducing my monthly payment. Then I called in again about why is the dates from and to when it very first started. So it's a scam. It's a total scam by Thames Water, because you would have put the date when they started lying to when they're paying me. And in law, if you're in debt and a debtor chases you for the money, they can only chase you for 6 years. So they're using a loophole in the law to say to everybody, we only need to give you 6 years money back. And on top of that, we won't give it to you as a cheque. We won't pay it into your bank account. We're going to take it off your water fee for that period of time that it, if it's £600, you might not pay any water for 2 years. So that means they're really doing underhanded stuff. And the thing is, local Wandsworth Council are saying it's nothing to do with them, but it is something to do with them, because they were charging me when I very first moved in. The water was in with the rent. So you pay the water, you pay service charge, and you pay your rent. And obviously there'd be a surveyor or somebody like that would go around, look at all the piping for the water before they said to Thames Water, we're going to charge the residents this a certain amount of money in which to, cover all the water fees. But then they decided to change it where we have to pay for the water directly to Thames Water. And guess what? All the prices went up. It didn't go down, it all went up. So it's another scam. So what I've decided to do is that I want this to go through media and hopefully get, a paper or somebody to get in touch so we can expose this huge scam by Wandsworth Council and Thames Water. Because how can they say to somebody, we're going to rip you off for 21 years, but now it's been found out we're only going to give you 6 years back? How is that even legally right? Because it's theft, isn't it? They get you to pay for something that never existed, ever. Now, if there was a pipe there, then I would understand. And if they've had to take the pipe out because it's not allowed to be used or whatever, I would understand. But they've been charging, Wandsworth Council have been charging me for 21 years for something that never existed. And then when I phone up and complain about it, oh, it's nothing to do with us. And this what happens all the time when you try and get something sorted out, even with the police. When you try and sort something out with the police, they just give you a crime number. They don't really act on anything anymore. So the faith in everything is going through the floor. But they still want to put up your council tax. They still want to put your water up every year, but giving you less and less service for it. Surely, if things are increasing in price, the service should be much better. Would you agree? Comment down below. So if you know anyone in the media, if you're watching this video, I will email the the big newspapers and let them know this story, how tenants, including myself, for 21 years were paying for something that was never even there. And how is it you can be wrongly charged for a bank, like on your overdraft, and over a 20-year period you can still get all the money back? And how is it if, let's say I underpaid my rent for 10 years, they can still go after that money? Why is there just a loophole for Thames Water to say to me and other people that I know now that they only have to reimburse people for 6 years? This is a total scam by Thames Water, and I think Wandsworth Council knew about it, because they're in charge of all the piping, they're in charge of all the land round where we live. So if you live in Wandsworth and and your flat gets rained on, which everybody's one does, find out whether you've got a pipe that the water's going down, or is it just going into the ground. And if it's just going into the ground, you may have been wrongly charged for many, many years. And I spoke to my friend that is going through the same thing, and apparently they said to her, you can only get 6 years. So what she's done is that she's not paid her water for 2 years, in dispute of what Thames Water have done. And this is the other annoying thing, is that if you have a problem with your internet access, you can change it. If you have a problem with your electric, your gas and electric, you can change supplier. But with Thames Water, they've got the whole of London, so you can't change it. And they know that. So I'm going to call Thames Water the water gangsters, as in they're conning and ripping people off for over a 21-year period, and because of a loophole in the law, they think that they don't have to give you full compensation. And I think this is totally wrong. This is daylight robbery. And if it's a personal debt, it's different. But it's not a personal debt, it's a business debt. And they've been stealing from me for 21 years. And Wandsworth Council has allowed it to happen. And I think it's time to stop. People need to stand up, say their bit, and get it changed, either in law, or I've sent an email to a local councillor as well. I haven't had a reply yet. And I sent an email to the head of the council saying, how can you say you're not responsible when you're responsible for everything around the area? And the manager of the area that I live in must have known about this. I know that the old manager has gone now, got fired. So did she know about it and just let it go? And let people on lower incomes end up paying stupid money for their water for something that's not even there? If it was there and broken or whatever, I would understand. But it's not there. It's never been there. This is fraudulent theft from Thames Water. Thanks very much. Post a comment down below. And if it's happened to you, get in touch. And let's see if we can petition Thames Water in which to, or get some sort of like something done legally, so everybody gets the period that they've been a tenant for, how long they've been paying this charge that they should never have been charged for. And why is it, if you buy a car and you got it on finance and they've ripped you off for 10 or 20 years, you can still get all the money back. Why is Thames Water just saying 6 years? So thanks very much. Bye-bye. Speak to you again soon. Bye.